Let's get straight to it. We're going to skip all the usual motivational fluff for a minute. What we have here is a practical, no-filter blueprint for the next year of your life. So, yeah, let's just dive right into this plan for total transformation. And let's just start right here with this quote. I want you to really let this sink in. See, this isn't just something you passively listen to. It's a choice. Everything we talk about from here on out, it demands a decision from you. Are you going to stay the same, or are you going to commit to something new? The stakes? Yeah, they're exactly that high. Okay, so let's kick things off with section 1, the unfiltered truth. So what's the very first, most critical piece of this entire puzzle? Well, it's an idea that can be kind of tough to swallow, but trust me, it's the foundation for literally everything else, and that is radical self-reliance. And there it is. That's the core truth. Plain and simple. No one is coming to save you. Not your family, not a mentor, not some lucky break you're waiting for. The responsibility, it rests entirely on your shoulders. You know, accepting this, really accepting it, that's the first real step in your transformation. So once you've got that truth locked in, we can move on to section 2, securing your foundation. I mean, think about it. Before you can build anything that lasts, you need a solid base, right? And that foundation, as we're about to see, is built on 2 things that are completely non-negotiable: your wealth and your health. Now, what's so powerful about this is the clear split it shows, right? On one side, you've got dependency. You're waiting around, you're asking for help, you just feel stuck. But on the other side, that's independence, earning your own way, building security, feeling free. So the first step is simple but not easy. Get a job, start that side hustle, do some freelance work, whatever it takes to start earning your own way. But look, earning it is only half the battle. This quote right here just nails the next point. You have to develop financial discipline. You've got to stop the cycle of, wasting money trying to look rich for strangers online while you're actually broke in real life. The goal isn't to look wealthy, it's to build actual security by saving and investing your money. Okay, so that's the money side. The other half of your foundation is your physical health. And as this slide lays out pretty clearly, this stuff isn't optional. I want you to think of these 3 things, exercise, sleep, and nutrition, as a pact you're making with your future self. Seriously, they're not just good ideas, they are acts of respect for the person you're trying to become. Because if you don't build this discipline now, believe me, your body will eventually take its revenge. All right, so once your foundation is solid, the next big pillar is all about building your value. It's about becoming, well, frankly, irreplaceable in a world that's changing faster than any of us can keep up with. So here's the crucial point. The world doesn't really care about what you studied. It cares about what you can do. A degree? It's a start, for sure. But an empty resume is a massive red flag. You have got to fill it with real, tangible experience. Internships, personal projects, even volunteering. You need to build a portfolio that just screams competence. And beyond just your skills, you need an identity. It's time to stop living like a background character in your own life story. You need to be known for something. I don't care if it's your art, your coding skills, your fitness journey, or your writing. Pick something and become absolutely obsessed with it. This becomes your personal brand, and let me tell you, it is your most valuable currency moving forward. Now, I know this sounds harsh, but it's a critical warning we all need to hear. We are entering an era where AI isn't just a tool, it's a competitor. Jobs are already being replaced, and clinging to average skills is basically a recipe for becoming obsolete. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's a straight-up call to action. So the big question is, how do you future-proof yourself? Well, this slide gives us the playbook in 3 clear steps. First, learn to leverage tech and AI. Don't just be a consumer of it. Second, understand the fundamentals of building a business. You gotta know how value is created. And third, master communication. So many amazing opportunities are lost simply because people are afraid to speak clearly and confidently. You have to upgrade these skills or you seriously risk getting replaced. Okay, we've covered your foundation and your value. Now we get to the final and maybe the most important pillar of them all, mastering your internal world and your external environment. Just let that sink in for a second. Your time is the most expensive thing you're giving away for free. Every single hour you spend mindlessly scrolling is an hour you've just handed over for nothing. Your attention is a finite, incredibly precious resource. You have to take control of your digital life and start using technology as a tool for growth, not as an escape into numbness. So let's break down what mental mastery actually looks like. It's really about discipline on a few different fronts. First, emotional control. You can't just break down at every little challenge. It's also about your physical environment. As the slide says, clean and organize it because, external clutter just creates internal clutter. And finally, it means taking absolute 100% responsibility and stopping the blame game for good. And a huge part of your mental environment is who you decide to surround yourself with. This slide makes a really critical distinction. We're not talking about online followers here. We're talking about real relationships, people who challenge you, who support you, and who genuinely help you become better. The quality of your life is so often a direct reflection of this inner circle, so you have to curate it ruthlessly. All right, we've laid out the entire blueprint, securing your foundation, building your value, and mastering your mind. And that brings us to the final section, where the focus, well, it shifts entirely to you. This is the final, powerful truth, and it's a big one. It's so easy to blame a bad year on things outside of our control. But the reality is, if a full 12 months go by and nothing has changed, it wasn't a bad year. It was a year of bad habits. It's about the daily choices you made, or the ones you failed to make. And really, that's what it all comes down to. Talk is cheap. Action is everything. You can listen to all of this, feel super inspired for 10 minutes, and then go right back to your old patterns. Or you can decide right here, right now, to act. Because just listening to the plan, that's not the work. Implementation, that's everything. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Not what you want to achieve, but what you will achieve. What is the one thing 12 months from today that you can look back on and feel genuinely, deeply proud of? If you don't have an answer to that, then today is the day you change everything. The move is yours.